Get over here!
Alright, so, SpongeBob Battle Royale, who wins?
Oh, I forgot that was our question. You're right, we did end the last episode with that. Okay, so first of all, I think we need to set our contestants. Like, I don't think it could be just like every single SpongeBob character.
That is true. That is true.
Because
I will grant you that.
The power level of SpongeBob characters varies drastically.
It's kind of ridiculous, admittedly.
So like, the usual suspects. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, Plankton. Does Plankton's computer wife, Karen, count as her own combatant, or is she...
I mean, now she does.
A tool. Yeah, okay. Karen. Pearl should be there. Mrs. Puff should be there. Larry the Lobster can be there. Yeah, if there's anybody else you, like... think terribly belongs, like, you could get into, like, the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, like, corner of that universe, maybe, but...
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone in particular besides, like, what you've already established.
I think those are the main recurring characters, yeah.
That being said...
Oh, and Gary. Gary should be there.
Oh, yeah. Gary has interesting, like... Gary's kind of cool. Admit it, I don't think he'd win. But there's some things about Gary that can surprise us.
Yeah.
Like...
What's funny about this is it's so depending on the episode.
It really is, because, like... On the one hand, like, Gary, like, simply being left alone and not taken care of by Squidward, he's, like, a joke. On the other hand, the feats that he manages to pull off when trying not to take a bath.
Yeah.
Kind of insane.
I mean, Patrick, at times, has the power to, like, lift his entire house.
Yeah.
And smash people with it.
The spiders! The spiders!
Go, Patrick! Go! That's Patrick! Go, Patrick! Go! It's me! Go, SpongeBob! Boom!
I love that that's his ult in Nicktoons.
Oh, is it?
In the Nicktoons fighting game, yeah, that's Patrick's ult.
Oh my god, that's amazing. I love it.
So, I mean, like, out of that group... I'm thinking Sandy.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's even been established that Sandy's stronger than Larry.
Yeah, she outlifts him.
Mm-hmm.
Anchor arms competition, she throws further than Larry does.
And, like, Sandy is a, like, karate master who, like, you know, here's the thing, like, SpongeBob is able to, like, hold his own for, like, in certain episodes when it comes to, like, his karate competitions with Sandy, but I imagine Sandy's holding back a lot of the time.
It's like my body's absorbing the blows, like it's made out of some sort of spongy material.
Do you know what this means? I get to go to work tomorrow! I love that that's his priority. But yeah.
But SpongeBob cannot lift.
No. He can't lift at all.
Unless he's really mad at Mr. Krabs because Mr. Krabs won't hire back Squidward for stealing his first dime.
Listen, you crustaceous cheapskate! Squidward has been living in my house, driving me crazy, and you won't hire him back all because of a stupid dime!
And it, like, here's the thing: he's lifting Mr. Krabs and the dime,
which cracks the floorboards when it lands.
The thing is made of solid stone.
Yeah. Did Death Battle ever do an episode with SpongeBob?
I don't know if they did. I don't remember.
It seems like the kind of thing they would do, like when they did like Saitama versus Popeye, like take a cartoon character and like when you like consider them seriously, they do like the most ridiculous stuff.
Because yeah, I remember the episode with Popeye, and like Popeye is like as they put it, like he runs on cartoon logic, and it is very, very clear as to like just where the limit of that is, and it's basically limitless.
Like Popeye, like in official material, gets like ripped up into pieces and then, like, reassembles. Or, like, the artist just draws him again or something. Like, a big pencil comes down and draws him.
Like, give Popeye a, Yeah, like, give Popeye a little bit of, like, some spinach, and you're pretty much golden at that point.
So people understand, like, how seriously I'm actually taking this. It's not that seriously, it's more like doing something like SpongeBob or like Popeye is kind of more like a loving parody of power scaling discussions, I think. You could, back up, Florina to take care of that mogul.
Did you just call her Florina?
Oh, dang, yeah, Vanessa. See, what my brain did was I thought, okay, I know it's not Cyrene, it's the other one, and then I said Florina.
I do... No, I get you there. I do want to test something out, actually. Give me a second here. So this is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, so we got the
madman himself.
Yeah, the Draco Knight.
The, what was his gemstone again?
Was he I think it was the Bloodstone.
No, he was not Bloodstone.
Was he not?
I don't think. Moonstone.
Okay.
Oh man, here's the problem though. Like, then these guys will come in.
Well, only one of them will be able to reach if we put him to the left of the mogul.
Well, that... Oh yeah, you're right.
So...
It's just a matter of whether that's gonna crit or not.
Yeah.
Do we want to try it?
I think we could try it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right! Volter has that ability!
Yeah, what's it called? It's not...
I think it's called Pierce.
Yeah.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Which I believe, if I recall correctly, ignores defense.
Yeah, ignores their defense stat.
That is wild. I wonder. Okay, no, you can't. We could rescue him.
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to be, like, super safe.
Toxin Lance, Steel Lance. Honestly,
I think he's fine.
I think he's okay. Like, he can take one shot, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that nothing else is going to reach him. That guy can reach him, but, like, that's just...
But we're gonna...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to obliterate him.
We're gonna wipe him off the map. That's, 40-58.
Yep. Beautiful. Yeah, no, Artur is going to be very invaluable on this map.
Dang, Artur, with lightning, too.
Now, this guy can reach him, but I doubt that short spear. Oh, dude, I actually really want that short spear now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, I actually might do a lift and rescue here.
Okay. Yeah, Mur doesn't really have the constitution to pick anybody up. So I think it's... I think it's Sandy's game to lose. She has the best combination of, like, strength and smarts. Unless, like... Plankton's a little bit of the X factor because he might come out with some really weird invention.
That is true. So, like, yeah, honestly, like, I think it's just gonna be Sandy.
Yeah.
All right, so with that question taken care of, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired. I know you were saying we were both tired when you got here.
Yeah. So, we're recording this during the apex of, like, certain things going on in America. We're not gonna, like, repeat it here, but there's a lot going on. I have to hear about it at work all the time, so I'm getting tired of it, but, you know, what else is new?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
It's been a lot. It's been a whole lot, and we kind of just... We're here to play video games, you know?
Yeah.
Just, like, trying to take it easy and shit.
Not to be a bummer, but, like, I think part of why I'm so tired is I had a panic attack last night.
Oh, yeah?
Just, like, not because of any particular thing. It was just, like, a generalized anxiety thing. And, like, emotionally I'm doing fine now, but I'm just tired by it.
No, I get you, brother. I absolutely get you. Ah, man, he used a short spear, so we're not going to be able to, get him now. Or get the, we're going to be stuck with the Iron Lance.
Wait, hover over him again. Oh, dang it, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't take into account that he was going to target Ross. Oh well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what can you do?
Que sera.
Que sera, sera.
Whatever.
I'm just glad Vulture survived that.
Yeah, Vulture's doing good.
All things considered.
Um,
I'm not gonna attack.
yeah,
I was just
wouldn't
checking.
do that, especially because the other gargoyle then could come in.
One person that could definitely handle it is Vanessa.
Yeah.
Like if Vanessa like finishes him off, and then like yeah, we can just like let the other gargoyle come in after her, and I trust her to be able to handle this just fine.
Speaking of Que sera, sera just made me think of like language stuff.
Yeah.
So I learned a fun fact the other day. So the word helicopter
Yeah.
is a compound word.
Yes.
Now, if you had to guess, what would you think are the two parts of the word helicopter?
Heli and copter.
Right, that's what most people would think. And then when we like say something else, we're like, oh, that's like a rafflecopter, or like in the comics, Thanos has a Thanos copter. No, it is helico and ter with a silent P at the beginning.
What?
Because
Terra!
helico is Greek for helix or spiral, and ter is Greek for wing, as in pterodactyl.
Oh wow! I did not know that.
So helico ter. I'm not saying you should start pronouncing it that way, but isn't that funny?
Yeah, please don't.
You still say helicopter, but the P would not remain silent when it's added onto another word.
Huh. Go figure.
Yeah, that's a fun fact I learned the other day from following the Oxford English Dictionary on Twitter.
The English language is weird, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, what else is new?
I mean, that's like the Greek language.
Fair enough.
That's like the ancient Greek language.
I mean, what is English but, like, a mixture of, like, the Anglo-Saxon and the, like, Nordic and, like, whatever else Latin
yeah.
Greek languages?
The Essex, the Sussex, the Kent. There's some English people watching this who are like, yeah, shout out to Kent.
Alright, and that mogul's going to go after Artur, which I have 0 issues with.
You want to restore Vulture?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him back over here. Just have him on standby. At least Vulture's gonna give Mulder something to do.
Yeah.
He's getting close. And I know for a fact that this map has a guiding ring, so...
Now, in the original GBA release, there was a glitch that would cause the game to freeze sometimes when a Draco Knight's Pierce ability went off.
I remember that was a thing!
Yeah, which I believe was patched out of all ports after the fact.
I hope so.
Yeah. It's a little easier playing with the Wii U because...
You know, you can restore things
Yeah.
and all that jazz. Nice, Vanessa!
I don't think he can, like, scroll back the way you can when you're, like, playing old games on the Switch.
That I am unsure of. Good stuff. Yeah, Artur and Vanessa are gonna be our, like, heavy hitters in this map.
Yeah.
Like, no questions asked. Okay. This is fine, actually. You have Crimson Eye, and you have Crimson Eye. Let's just put Artur in the line of fire.
Yeah.
Like, he can just go right here.
Yeah, you can kill those 2 Crimson Eyes easily.
Just gonna check the north, just to make sure I'm not running into any surprises. Yep, we're good.
Thank you to the person in the comments last time who remembered that it's called Clear Eyes, the thing that Ben Stein used to do commercials for.
I saw that comment. Great for stuffy eyes and moguls. And it's great for moisturizing, too.
Very, very well done.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
People leaving comments like that, you are seen, you are appreciated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I have a bit of an idea here. So this is gonna be fun. So, I want to start getting rid of these moguls, and you can probably go over here. So, Myrrh, we'll take one of those killer bows. Give Inez the pure water.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just take this clear eye.
Amazing. Now I can see and fire critical arrows. I'm so happy.
I can see. I can fight!
Where are the enemies? Mogul? Mogul?
Oh, goodness.
That was a Ferris Bueller's Day Off reference for all of you younger folk.
Oh, man. It's been so long since I've seen that. I'm gonna actually... Here's what I'm gonna do. No, actually, Natasha can stay with these guys.
I've also been playing, as you know, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 3 for the first time.
Yes.
I've been playing through the series because of the collection.
Mm-hmm.
I was today years old when I learned that the boss, not Big Boss, but the boss,
Yeah.
has the same voice actor as Pearl from SpongeBob.
Oh, wow. That is
Yeah.
That is voice talent right there. No, dude, it's always so fascinating for me, like, looking up voice actors and, like, what they've done in the past, because, like, some of the shit that these voice actors can do is absolutely incredible. Like, obviously, Charles Martinet is one of my favorite examples, because, like, you know, he's the voice of Mario, but, like, some of the other stuff that he's done, most famously Parthenax. He was also freaking,
Foulmouth.
Foulmouth from Cell Damage. I was talking to my friend Gino, and no, I don't think it was Gino, it was someone, associated with, my friend Gino, and they were surprised to learn that, he also voiced, Vigoro from Skies of Arcadia, because he's going through Skies of Arcadia right now.
Not that there's a lot of voice acting in that game, but that's him going, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Orvis.
Come on, baby.
Orvis from Ratchet and Clank.
He was Orvis, yeah.
What's the subtitle of that one?
The
Something
Zoni?
in Time. Yeah, he's one of the Zoni, but
Yeah, he's a Zoni. I think it's like a Crack in Time.
A Crack in Time. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's Orvis from A Crack in Time. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what else he's done.
He's been in some Carmen Sandiego games.
That's right.
I think he played William Shakespeare in Where in History is Carmen Sandiego.
No, it wasn't William. Oh yeah, it was William Shakespeare, and he was also Ludwig von Beethoven.
Yeah. I'm remembering most of this from when we wrote Top 10 Voice Actors.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun-ass video when we did that.
Yeah.
Because, like, oh, dude, like, I just gotta say, you guys in my audience who watch my videos and, like, have been, like, you know, going through all that, I just want to say, it was very, very endearing and very, very charming, and I appreciate you so much for going back to that video when Charles Martinet finally retired.
Yeah, there's a lot of love to Charles there.
Yeah, there was some traffic coming back to that video because they remembered, and it was like, not only was that like great for me because like, oh wow, like people still remember when I mentioned that in this video.
Oh yeah, we said the thing about like someday
like,
he's going to retire.
He's going to retire, and it finally happened. And when it did happen, everyone was like, "Oh man, it finally happened!" Like, Charles, we love you. And it's like, it's just so like endearing seeing like all the love that people have for these, like, you know, these people that basically defined our childhood.
Yeah. So far, Kevin Afghani's doing good though, as the new Mario.
Yeah, I think Kevin Afghani is like doing a fantastic job. He was great in great in Wonder.
Yeah. Yeah, what I liked about the voice actors one was, and I think we said this at the beginning, was it wasn't so much about saying, like, oh, these 10 are the best in the business. It was like, these are real people, so we're not really trying to say, like, this person is better than this person.
Yeah.
Just, like, these are 10 we really like.
Yeah, it was hard to, like, really put an order to that list because, again, like, it feels weird listing 10 real-life people based on an opinionative perspective, you know? Because, like, at the end of the day, like, it is... Oh, Jesus Christ.
And, like,
Mulder's trapped.
How are you gonna say that, like... Yeah. How are you gonna say that, like... one person's performance of... like, Ogrim from Dragon Age is as good as another person's performance as Mario. Like, that's not...
Yeah.
Those are completely different things. They call for completely different performances. It's not apples and oranges. But yeah, there were a lot of people that we wanted to include too, but we had to limit ourselves to 10 because, like, we don't have Yuri Lowenthal on there. We don't have Matt Mercer on there.
Both of which, like, absolutely deserve to be on there. Like,
yeah.
I've had some people cry foul about the fact that we didn't include, like, guys like Yuri and Mercer.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Like, no shade on any perspective, mind you, because, like, again, like, we would love to include these guys. It's just... It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, no, that was a really fun video just to do overall. And, like, if it were up to me, I probably would have included some other guys that, like, I, like, am a big fan of when it comes to just the general, like, consensus of, like, oh, I really, really like hearing this guy's voice whenever he shows up. Like,
Troy Baker.
Well, we listed Troy Baker.
Oh, you're talking about people...
No, the people that we didn't include. Like, if it were up to me, I probably would have included... Gosh, what's his name? The guy who voiced, Hector. The guy who voices Hector right now.
In Fire Emblem?
Yeah. He also voiced, Ulbrich in Octopath Traveler. You know, the, oh-ho! That kind of voice.
Yeah.
Who's his voice actor again?
Patrick Seitz?
Patrick Seitz, thank you. Like... Anytime I hear Patrick Seitz, like, I'm like, oh, dude, I recognize that voice. Another one is, again, going back to TikTok for a moment, right? I've been, following Alejandro Sab.
Okay,
and he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Like, I love his persona Sayu, and I just love listening to him perform. Like, the dude's fantastic.
There's a lot of people who we didn't use because they're, like, they're, like, more famous for voice work or screen work outside of, like... So we didn't do, like, John DiMaggio because he's got a ton of great video game characters, but he's he's Bender.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't need to be on the video games list.
Another character that I can think of that, like, kind of fits that bill as well, of, like, you know, we could have included them, but, like, we ultimately didn't because, like, they do other things. Tara Strong.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely would have loved it to include Tara Strong.
We thought about, like, Tara Strong at the time, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, like, Tara Strong has done plenty of roles in video games, but she is primarily a animation voice actress.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, if it were up to me, Tara would absolutely deserves to be on that list.
Help the video age a little bit better now, though, because Tara Strong's a little controversial.
That's fair. I will grant you that.
And what do I think about that? I don't have to talk about it because she wasn't on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let Sleeping Dogs
so
lie
I don't need to tell you my opinions on Tara Strong. I assure you they're colorful. I've been practicing a lot lately of, like, not sharing everything I think on Twitter and just being like, you know what, like...
Dude, nowadays, like, that is a skill that I think needs to be practiced by a lot more people now.
I just, like...
Like,
nobody really cares. Like, a lot of people are gonna agree with me, but they're the people who agree about this already, and... the people that I would, like, want to convince aren't gonna listen.
The quintessential rule I've learned about the internet is that, yes, a lot of people will agree with you, but the few that disagree with you are gonna be louder.
Yeah, like...
Oh, come on!
Ooh, that's a little awkward.
Well, thankfully, these three can fly.
Yeah.
So, they can get these guys out of here. But for Pete's sake, what kind of BS is that? Come on. Anyway.
So they can't swim, but they can tread water. Like, they won't drown. It's just kind of a funny mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Man, you are just weak enough, Volter. Man, we've come a long way since surpassing the Moonstone, haven't we?
Yeah. He's, like, about at the level he was at when we killed him.
Mm-hmm. Fine, we'll just have Garrick do it. While he's treading water, just somehow pulls out a sword and is able to do that.
Yeah, I believe in D&D he'd have to attack with disadvantage then.
Oh, absolutely.
He'd definitely have disadvantage on the athletics check to keep
These two are stuck on this island right now until the bridges reconstitute.
Yeah. Well, you could pick up Mulder and then, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you get me.
I got you, homie.
Thanks, dog.
No problem, John.
I get that that's a Philly thing, but I hate it.
Oh, no, dude, I hate it too.
Sounds too much like my name.
It's just funny. That's why I said it.
Hate it. Dylan all the time is like, oh no, I said John.
Oh, man, like, dude, I bet Dylan, like, has a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
So while we're here, a discussion came up on Twitter recently. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
That I'm actually a little curious about. I don't know if we've discussed this before, but if we have, I wouldn't mind continuing it.
Let's do it.
Someone asked about Nintendo characters as Fire Emblem units.
Yeah, because,
And, like, that conversation admittedly
was that you, Magus? I think it was you.
I think it was Magus Andrus, yeah.
Yeah.
And that conversation admittedly intrigues me, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's discuss that. Like, if Nintendo characters, and we don't even have to limit it to Nintendo, like, we can talk about other characters, if they were to be put into the realm of Fire Emblem and, like, repurposed as units, what would that look like?
Because we had two different interpretations of Samus.
Yeah, actually, let's start with that, Samus.
We both answered it.
Because, like, I actually kind of like your thought better. I'm gonna be real with you now that you mentioned it.
I like yours too, though. So I'm definitely thinking Samus is like a lord of some place.
Yeah.
Or like, I would want them to be a lord unit so that there could be kind of unique stuff about her.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, they can still be lord units, but still, like, not really associate themselves with royalty, like Ike.
Yeah.
Like, she would absolutely be a mercenary.
Yeah.
Like, she would be a bounty hunter, like, mercenary-type character in the realm of Fire Emblem. No questions asked.
So I see her as, like, an armor knight type character. Heavy, defensive, and then maybe she has, like, a Samus-exclusive legendary weapon that has, like, magic range damage on it.
Actually, it dawned on me that we actually kind of already have that. Because, what's it called? Because in Fire Emblem Engage, one of the DLC classes is a mage cannoneer.
Okay, yeah.
So it literally armored unit who wields around a cannon that can fire magical ammunition.
Okay, yeah, there you go. That's exactly what we need.
Yeah, she would basically be a mage cannoneer.
Because I think I feel like getting hit by like a spell, getting hit by like a thunder spell from a tome, and getting hit by Samus's wave beam would feel roughly the same. Like, whether it's magic or technology, it's still, like, electricity hitting you. It is non-physical damage.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, I now that I, like, quantify it, like, kind of, sort of, yeah, I feel like she would be, I feel like, Samus would be a mage cannoneer.
Yeah. That sounds good. I didn't know that was added to Engage. I really haven't engaged with it since...
Not that I blame you too much, gonna be real with you for a moment.
It can also, that's not just shade on Engage, it could just be kind of hard for me to come back for DLC if I've already beaten the game.
Yeah, I played through Engage twice, once going through the DLC, once, like the first time I didn't, but then the second time I was like, yeah, sure, why not, I'll try the DLC. And while the DLC was, like, neat in certain aspects, and I appreciated the additions, I will say this, it was not enough for me to, like, really get back into liking Engage as much as I would have liked.
I know it wouldn't it would add new stuff. It wouldn't fix what I fundamentally don't like about the campaign.
Exactly. So, yeah, take that for what you will. But yeah, no, going back to the conversation, yeah, I think Samus would be a Mage Cannoneer. Who else,
So, Link was one you mentioned.
Link would be a hero, no questions asked. Like, that's just way too obvious. Like,
I mean...
He would be the Garrick.
I think rather than swords and axes, though, I would want him to be swords and bows.
Normally I would agree with you, but Tears of the Kingdom Link. Or, like, Breath of the Wild Link.
I mean, and granted, and he can also use spears and that and all kinds of stuff, but I feel like
Fair.
bows are so important to what Link does.
Oh no, dude, you know what he would be? Okay, so imagine...
Would he be a man-at-arms?
He would be a Master of Arms.
A Master of Arms?
Because he starts as a villager.
Yeah.
He's a master of all kinds of weapons. He starts out weak, but then becomes a powerhouse. He would be the Mozu.
Okay,
He
yeah.
would be the villager that becomes a Master of Arms.
Yeah, you get, like, little young Link, and then, like, when he promotes, he's adult Link.
Yeah! I think that would be great. Zelda would easily be a mage. Or a sage.
Yeah.
Ganondorf... See, Ganondorf is weird, because, like, on the one hand, I would think, okay, dark mage of some kind, right? But the dude's kinda yoked.
I mean, he would do fine as a warrior or a berserker.
That's true, because the dude's also pretty darn buff with a sword.
Yeah.
So, yeah, either a dark, warlock or, like, a berserker or something.
I would probably make him, like, he'd be a villain character. A lot of times the main bosses have, like, their own sort of unique classes anyway, but if I had to quantify it in, you know, the known classes, I would make him some sort of berserker, but sword-based, and then give him, like, special weapons. Like, maybe he'd have access to tomes, or he'd have a sword that has a range attack for dark damage.
Oh, what am I thinking? He'd be a Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
Three Houses. Literally has that
that's
with,
a
like,
thing.
magic and swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a Dark Knight. With the horse!
With the horse.
He would have a horse!
It'd be kind of like Phantom Ganon.
Yeah, so, yeah, why didn't I think of that earlier?
What were we thinking for Mario? Is Mario...
I put Mario as he would be, like, he would be a fighter who specialized in axes, but his axe would be the hammer.
When you first get him, he's got a hammer.
Yeah.
Give him, like, a personal skill where he can, like, jump over an opponent or something.
He would have the pass skill.
Yeah.
I
I would really like... I don't think everybody would like this because it gets kind of complicated. I wish they brought, like, Elevation back from Radiant Dawn. I think that's actually what I would most like back in a Fire Emblem game.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I actually don't disagree with you.
I
Like,
thought that was really
I thought it was a neat
interesting.
mechanic.
So what about,
I see you looking at your amiibos.
I am looking at my amiibos. Trying to decide which amiibo I want. Okay, here's a weird one.
Okay.
Solid Snake.
Oh, jeez.
How we doing Solid Snake in Fire Emblem?
Solid Snake. Okay, Solid Snake. Class-wise, I feel like he would be a mercenary. Cause that's his whole spiel. Like the dude's a merc.
Okay.
That being said, though, like how would we treat him class-wise? Cause. Oh, no. Okay, no. I got it. He'd be a rogue.
That's what I was thinking. I think he'd be a rogue.
Yeah, he'd be a rogue or an assassin.
And it would be one of the games where there are knives.
Oh, yeah.
So he could use his battle knife, and he could also throw knives that have effects. So, like the tranquilizer and, like, the...
He would have the assassinate skill.
Yeah, the, like, stun grenade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, he would be a rogue / like, thief / assassin.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, that just makes way too much sense, because, like, he's stealthy. He's, like, yeah, like, I'm going to get through here, like, by bypassing, like, their defenses and stuff like that. So, yeah, actually, he would be an assassin.
Yeah, he'd have the shadow skill so that enemies are less likely to target him.
Mm-hmm. What? We literally made the conversation, or the comparison in a previous Let's Play. He'd be Volk.
Yeah, he would be Volk. Oh yeah, we were doing his voice for Volk.
we were doing the David Hayter voice for Volk.
Ah, the Fire Emblem. I will. There's a lot of things I'll never forgive Konami for, but
Yeah.
like replacing David Hayter as Snake.
Yeah.
And I like Kiefer Sutherland, don't get me wrong, but like, how dare you?
Yeah, it did not work. It did not work.
Like, I guess they were trying to like get more draw to the game by casting like a big movie actor. But like, is Kiefer Sutherland really that much of a draw in like the late 2010s?
Not really. At least not for. I'll be real with you. Like, I barely heard about the guy until like that.
Like 24, great show, but like, man, David Hayter was that character. And I know like other people can come into a role and do a good job. Like I think Jennifer Hale did a great job as Bayonetta.
That's true. That's true. I know there's another character. Lucina actually went through a different voice actress, and that admittedly is also because of the whole writer strike, or like writers and voice actor striker thing. But I'm not going to necessarily blame the new voice actress for Lucina right now because she does a good job. So there's that at least.
Yeah, I don't know actually what the situation was with that, so I can't really.
Yeah,
I can't really complain one way or the other.
It was as messy as you might expect. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of like...
People need to make a living, so I mean, I
Exactly, so.
tend to give her the benefit of the doubt if she took that role.
From what I'm to understand, like, yeah, that's pretty much the safe bet to make because I've heard no complaints about it, if that makes any sense. Like, people heard the new voice actress for Lucina.
Yeah.
And yeah, they seem to be just fine with Lucina's new voice. Can't say the same for Olivia's new voice, because that voice actress is also kind of like in some controversial nonsense, unfortunately.
It's hard not to be these days.
No fooling. And it sucks too because
Can
it's
you
like
all stop getting allegations for 2 seconds?
it's not even allegations. It's like. Not to get into the topic.
I forgot that guiding ring was out there.
Yeah, not to get into this topic too much or anything, but people are ousting like, you know, performers and celebrities and whatnot just for their political opinions. And if I may be so bold in saying, isn't that their business? Like, isn't that just their own goddamn business?
Yeah.
Can't we just leave that out?
I mean, yeah.
Like, obviously, like, you know, in a certain way we actually
Case by
can.
case basis, but like, yeah.
It sucks though because like, come on, we just wanna enjoy our media, but that's an entirely different topic. And well done, Mur.
That was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of Mur, Yoshi would be a mannequin.
Oh, you could give him like his Brawl Final Smash.
Yeah, like he would like
With Super Dragon.
Yeah, like why not, right?
Okay.
Like Yoshi would absolutely be a mannequin.
I wasn't ready for that, but yeah, sure.
Alternatively, if Mario like promotes, he could become a paladin
Yoshi.
with Yoshi as his mount, or he like call him a wyvern rider.
Yeah.
Yoshi's a wyvern.
Don't worry, I'll fly out and rescue that unit.
Yep.
I told Oscar this already, but I'll tell the audience. We went to bar trivia last night, and we didn't win. It was very competitive, but the bonus round was they play an audio clip of a video game character, and you had to guess who it is, and I went 8 for 8.
Yep.
And I think most of the people listening to this probably also would have gotten 8 out of 8. They weren't hard.
They weren't hard. Like they were the type of like voice clips or like sound effects that it's like if you play video games, obviously, but if you don't play video games, which like most people going to trivia night aren't,
it was Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong might be a little tough for some people because it was specifically N64 era Donkey Kong.
Yeah, for anyone who knows, like the Mario Party sound effect, something like that.
That's a pretty good impression.
Was
of
that?
It. Yeah.
I was just being silly.
It captured the spirit of it. It wasn't one for one, but
well, thank you, sir.
Toad, Kirby, Fox McCloud, Captain Falcon, Yoshi, and then the last one was Tom Nook, which I guess might be kind of tricky because, like, trying to figure out what Animal Crossing character it was, but there were some context clues that kind of made us able to guess Tom Nook. Because it was just the, like...
Yeah, it was the Animalese,
Yeah.
as it were.